Someone once came up to me and said, I feel like everybody hates me. Is that OCD? Hard to say just from that statement, but my first jump might be, well, it could be social anxiety disorder, because what we have happen in social anxiety disorder is a fear of being judged or evaluated. And what will people do out of fears of judgment or evaluation? They might pull back from social situations. They might not want to go out. They might skip work or school or things, and they might just isolate more and more. They could even create online profiles that are different than them, put up a different picture, a different description of themselves, and might even find it easier to interact with the world as a quote-unquote different person than the person they truly are. Now, where might obsessions come into a situation like this? How could this be OCD? Well, OCD is intrusive thoughts, images, or urges. So if there's intrusive thoughts about being hated, and then compulsive things where you might go up to people all the time and ask them, do you like me? Am I okay? Did I do something offensive or wrong? Then what we might want to do is have people go out and practice doing things without asking those questions, without getting that reassurance, without doing that compulsion, and just live with not understanding or knowing what people think. When I've had groups of people together, be it social anxiety or OCD, and they have these kinds of fears, I've had them do things like give speeches to people and purposely make mistakes in them. I've had the audience go, "Boo, this sucks, you're terrible." And sometimes I've also had the audience just sit there and stare at them and make no comments whatsoever. Having the person who has these intrusive thoughts just have to deal with them without getting any kind of feedback whatsoever. When people learn that they can handle whatever it is that pops in their head, that's when they start to feel better. But if your life is always going to be about going up to other people to ask them what they think about them, well, they're never going to believe people who tell them, no, you didn't offend me, or no, I don't hate you. They're only going to believe the people who say, well, sometimes you can be a little annoying with questions about if I hate you or not. And then they're going to be like, oh, geez, I'm sorry. Now do you hate me because I asked you about if you hate me? And the cycle continues. If you find yourself stuck in one of these cycles where you're constantly seeking this kind of reassurance, it might be a sign of obsessive compulsive disorder. If that's the case, go to NOCD.com. We'd be happy to meet with you to see if OCD is what's going on and to provide you with expertly trained therapists who know how to treat OCD with exposure and response prevention therapy. Hope to see you soon.